What is happening, everybody? Are you thinking about homeschooling, but you're not quite sure where to start? I got you covered. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can get started with the homeschooling process right here on the Bare Maximum Project. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bare Maximum Project. My name is Austin. I am so excited that you guys decided to check us out today. Now, it goes without saying that the coronavirus has wreaked havoc on all of our lives for the past several months.
I could have been at a barbecue!
We've all had to make a lot of changes to our daily lives, such as wearing masks, social distancing, staying home, and yada yada yada. But as inconvenient as these changes might be, we have to remember that this affects our kids too. To be perfectly honest, the way it's looking, COVID might be with us for a while. Even so, we've still got to find a way to make sure our kids get educated. So if you're like me and you're just not comfortable sending your kids back to school full time, maybe you might want to consider homeschooling. This is something that you're seriously interested in. Here's the first tip on how you get started with homeschooling. Number 1, establish your reasoning why. Is it for the health of your kids? Is it for your personal health? Are you looking to try something different?
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
So these are things that you want to ask yourself before you decide to take up this process, because it is pretty lengthy. Knowing why you want to homeschool is important because it's going to be your baseline that establishes your reasoning for everything else. My wife and I wanted to homeschool because we didn't think that it was in our daughter's best interest to send her back to school where it's pretty much a petri dish. So that's why we decided to homeschool, but your reasoning is totally up to you. Now, this is a sacrifice being able to do this, so you're going to have to think about financial aspects. You're going to think about whose job you can afford to kind of put on hold for a little while. So these are things that you want to think about. And this is going to bring me to my next point. Now you've got to figure out who's going to be doing the actual teaching. Again, not an easy choice to make. Also, you want to think about who has more patience with the kids, who's going to be able to put up with the getting up constantly and the talking out of turn and everything else that kids do when they're home with their parents. Like I said, big sacrifice. Third, set a time frame for how long you actually want to homeschool for. I'm pretty sure that things might not ever get back to normal. But anyway, is it for one school year? Is it for half a semester? Is it going to be for multiple years? These are things you want to think about. Also, setting a time frame is going to give you some time to prepare for the different pressures that come with some ages. And often with those different pressures come different experiences. For example, a kindergartner is going to have a way different experience than, say, a 7th grader. And then there's the generational aspect of it. Things are so much different now versus when our generation was in school, the millennial generation was in school. I mean, just speaking for myself, it used to be that when I was in school and I got a problem wrong when I went to the board, all I had to worry about was...
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Wow. But now if a kid comes to school and they're not wearing the latest pair of the hottest sneakers, then they're getting blasted on social media. So it's a lot different. Point being, set a clear time frame for how long you want to homeschool for. Now, I wish I could tell you that it was as simple as going out and buying a couple packs of colored pencils and some crayons, markers, and some paper and calling it a day. But it's not. That means you're going to have to actually go out and choose a curriculum. Now, there are a lot of different options out there, but just be sure to narrow it down to what's going to be best for you and your child's learning style. We do have some resources for you guys, so it's going to be down in the description below, so be sure to check those out when you get a moment, okay? Choosing a curriculum is of the utmost importance because it gives you that structure that you're going to need throughout the day. And probably the most important point that I have to make is the last one, which is keeping your sanity. I get it. We've all been stuck in the house for multiple months at a time, but there are ways for you to hold on to your sanity while you're at it. There are tons and tons of homeschooling groups out there. It just depends on what's available in your area, so be sure to do some research for that. Now, this is not limited to academic time. There's also meetups for play dates, library time, all kinds of fun things, so be sure to check that out. It's also going to help you stay sane by making sure that your day is organized from top to bottom. A day without a plan is a day lost, so be sure that you have a plan for each and every day. I made this mistake before. It's very easy to feel like you've been working hard all day and you've accomplished a lot, when in reality, all that really got accomplished was... So, with all that being said, at the end of the day, the choice is yours to make. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.